welcome back to Under the Table, an STF production of a Pathfinder 2e adventure path.
Look out!
Which is the Outlaws of Alkenstar. And I'm joined by Emily, Dustin, John, and Heath. As always, if you're just listening now for the first time, stop it. Go back.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What you doing?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
We're not even that many episodes in.
Go back to episode 1, loser.
It's so, hey.
Look, I've got another confession to make.
Oh,
Only
another.
Yeah, I knew I did it on purpose. Only half of me is technically under a table right now.
Oh,
Yep.
You know, that's great.
I need you to get
That's
your
a
whole
great
self
point.
into
yeah. I
this
don't even
here.
know what to
It's
do
going
with
to
that
be a lot
information.
harder to record if my full body is under the table. Is the thing about it. But
I have a
half under
standing
the
desk.
table doesn't roll off the tongue. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
I can just extend my desk up a little bit and just get up under it, put my
Yeah.
monitor there.
For sure,
I'll be
for
able to
sure.
do it.
I could get myself to 3/4 under the table. You
Yeah.
need to work on that, Heath, okay?
Welcome to the Legs Under Table podcast. We are very literal.
It's crazy how many people do just jump in, like when you first tell them about the podcast, and they'll just listen to whatever the most recent episode is, and they're like, I just didn't really understand what was going on. And I was
shut
like,
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Damn.
but I think most podcasts you can just like pick an episode, right?
Right, I was going to say that comes from the greater sort of variety show
Yeah.
style of your
non-episodic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
episodic
Right.
instead of serialized. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the same thing. Wait, no, that's not. It's not.
He was testing us to see if we knew.
I twisted myself up there.
All good,
Look,
man.
now
All good, man.
I can just jump in and listen to the most recent Dale Jr. download. Why can't I do that with y'all's episodes?
I'm sorry.
They just want to skip the whole level 1 stuff, get to level 2.
I mean,
Yeah, but there's some juicy stuff in that level.
yeah. Gotta get that story, baby.
Also, we're still level 1, right?
Right. Before we get into the game, I just want to tell you a little bit about my experience last night because it was kind of crazy.
Are you
Not
okay?
crazy, but yes, I am. Spoiler alert: I'm alive and came out of this okay and with joy.
Thank goodness. I was
Excellent.
concerned.
I don't know which way this is going to go. I'm like, is this going to be legitimately crazy because you are a musician in New Orleans, or is this about to be some like old man crazy kind of thing?
Well, he's
Like,
practicing
I
it in
went
such
to
a way we
bed
don't
at
have.
8 o'clock last night. It was crazy.
It was wild.
And I made it. I made it here after going to bed at 8. It's crazy.
didn't die.
I was driving and I hit a pothole.
Listen, in Jackson, that is an ordeal. Okay.
That's every day here too. No, so I did have a gig last night. It is music related.
Okay.
But it was about an hour outside of town, in Abita Springs, at a place called Moon Shadow Farms.
I
Oh,
like that.
Okay.
That's something in
I
Baldur's
really
Gate.
like that.
it is.
Yeah. And so and it was for a friend of ours' birthday, and he asked the person that owns this property if he could have his birthday party there. And so then he invited, the whole crew to come down there, and we played a show. We were going to play a show in there, and so I was like, okay, I've done things like this before, whatever. We're just going out to somebody's house and playing like a little private party, right? Mm-hmm. Well, we get out there and we start weaving our way back through this dirt road, and it's really beautiful, but it's no, it wasn't like that. It was more like Midsummer vibes. Okay, so because we get to this gate and it's got this giant butterfly on the gate.
Yeah, Moonshadow, with a name like Moonshadow, definitely like Midsummer vibes.
I've got to Google this. Hold on.
And so there's this giant butterfly on the gate, and we had this instructions that you had to type in a code, and they gave us a number code, and they're like, that translates to love. And so I told the driver, I was like, just punch in love on the thing. He's like, there's no letters on this thing. I was like, oh, okay. Well, numerically here it is. Cause I had to look up an old school phone, to
What are the keypad? Yeah.
Right. And so then the butterfly gate opens real slowly, welcome to Jurassic Park style,
Rays of moonlight shine down on you.
The further instructions is you'll see a road and you'll want to continue down that road, and you'll when you see a lake on the right, look to the left and there'll be a pen of goats. Park next to the goat pen, And so we're like, okay, and we're driving in, and we see like no cars, no people, just like this open fields and like trees and forests. It's really pretty, but like we're deep in some like private property in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my god! I'm looking at pictures of this place. This is fucking wild. Okay,
there's this goat pen, right? And so they start bleeding at us, like and like just laughing at us because we're walking around all like John Travolta, like, oh, where we're supposed to be, And we kind of park and start just like looking for people walking, and we see this gigantic. I mean, I'm talking 15-foot tall pile of tinder,
like wood chips?
No, like wood, like firewood,
like actual firewood,
and like, but it's like this. I mean, it was huge, probably 20 feet tall, a mound. And I was like, oh man,
sounds like a good bonfire.
You got these goats here, and they looked like devil goats. They had like the little horns. It wasn't just like the little farm goats. No. These were like some like goats.
Goats.
Yeah, and you had this giant bonfire that looked like if you lit it on fire, the flames would reach like 100 feet tall. Because it was huge, and we're like, oh my god, what are we walking into here?
I'm getting weird Wicker Man vibes.
Yeah. Yes, and then there was this like giant red building recessed into the woods that was it's like a temple.
Bro, that's totally Midsummer. Get the fuck out, man.
So this place is like an unconditional love, wellness, and playfulness area. Like that's what they sell this place as. Like
So yeah, we passed that. We still haven't ran into anybody yet. We're still like the only living people on the property that we see.
Living people, yeah. There's a whole fucking unmarked graveyard back there.
Yeah, and and so it's just me and the drummer, and we're walking around, and like we see what probably is the stage, but like we're not sure. It's like the stage that's built into the front of like this wood shed, like this nice wood shed, but like it looks like a tool house with a stage attached to the front. And we're like, okay, and we keep walking, and we walk like past this barrier, and this little footpath like opens up into this. I'm talking the fanciest, most divine pool I've ever seen, dude.
The Atlantis pool.
Yes, and there's like there's like an actual marble statue of Neptune that greets you at the pool, and there is this like canopy that covers the pool. That like it's beautiful. This beautiful canopy that covers the whole thing. When you look up, it looks like you're looking up at a star out into the night sky.
I feel like somebody's about to get sacrificed. Somebody's about to get sacrificed, right?
Or an orgy. It's either sacrifice or orgy.
Why not
both?
Animal masks for both.
I will say there is a correct order.
There is. You're correct. Yeah.
And so we finally found the people at the pool, of course, because it's really hot, so everybody was just in the pool. They're like, oh, hey, the band's here. And like, I thought there was going to be like, at least like 40 to 50 people there. It was like 6 people. There was like as many people there as there were in the band. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is what we're doing.
You're playing for just us.
What the?
We are your patrons.
That is what happened. Because he had invited a bunch of people, but it was an hour outside of town, and there had just been another big party earlier in the week for another person in the same community, and it was like a $40 like hotel party, so like everybody was wiped out and nobody drove down there. It was kind of sad. I felt bad for him, but we as a band gave this dude like one of the best shows we've ever delivered, because we just like there was nobody there, so there's no pressure. So we like explored every inch of our songs that we could. We played like a 2-hour set straight with no break of just like going deep or whatever.
And like a Muse type environment.
All this, and I'm totally sober. That's the craziest part. There was no alcohol there. I didn't imbibe any substances. It was just like sweat, water, and love.
They were sober? They were all sober.
Magic
there
mushrooms.
There was that going on. There was like people were on hallucinogens, but
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I was just
enamored
like-
I
with
wasn't.
this
I
I
website.
thought you were saying like everybody was sober. I was like, that is weird.
Yeah.
that six adults would like have a pool party and be like, let's hire a psychedelic band to just enjoy, just admire.
Y'all, okay,
Completely
listeners,
sober.
You have to check this place out. Look, it's moonshadowlove.com.
Are you serious?
Yes, I posted a link in our Discord.
That sounds like a sex story.
It's a sex thing, a little bit. It's a free love,
Free love kind of thing.
situation. You know,
Moon Shadow
I'm
Farms. It was
mad at this place. I want to go
Yeah.
real bad. Like,
Yeah, it ended up being very cool. But when we first got there, we were like, what did we sign up for? And like, it made us like really pause and reflect as musicians. We're like, maybe we should start doing more research about the gigs we accept, because we realized that
showed
we
up
just
here.
like blindly like go wherever we're told to go.
If someone wanted to murder an entire band, you
Like-
guys are not making it difficult
No,
for them to do
no.
so.
We walked right up to the blade and said, "All right, where do I get paid, bro?"
you just walked up and said, "Nah."
It's like, hey, cool
Like-
machete. Where's my money?
Like we couldn't tell if the goats were laughing at us or warning us. You know
Yes,
what I
the
mean?
answer
Like,
is yes.
Well, the people at the party couldn't tell either.
No,
yeah.
that's brilliant, and I love that. I'm so glad
was-
that you didn't get sacrificed, though.
Me too. Me
Yeah,
too.
So it sounds like a good weekend overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a blood tribute though to the mosquitoes.
Well, obviously,
But the back of my
it's
neck
the
is like
South.
swollen, just like the
Oh
whole
my
back
God.
of it is just swollen.
I just no longer have a
I
neck.
feel like I'm such a nerd, like in that situation, going up and seeing that it's what was it called, Moonshadow or something,
Yeah,
and then
Moon Shadow
getting out
Farms.
and then getting out there. I feel like I would have been mildly disappointed that it wasn't more like fantasy nerdy. It's like hippie stuff, you know.
I mean,
Well,
it's
they're
like
one
a
and the
rentable
same.
space. You can kind of
Yeah.
you can go camping and do whatever the fuck you want. You know, like that's what they offer is like a camping space. I think.
Okay.
Do they grow anything? There's farms in the name. I would assume that there's some kind of
look.
You're
things that are
farming
grown.
love. You know?
I didn't ask too many questions, Dustin. You know, like
because you don't want some answers. And,
Yeah.
Who's this guy asking questions? Get out the machete.
We farm crocodiles, okay?
do you want to see them? No.
So it's like no, but kinda.
a little bit. Shit.
I mean, how often do you get to see a crocodile?
More than I probably should.
A
That's
crocodile?
gators, bro.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Often
You're
around
right.
here.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
You're
right.
right. You're right. You're right.
That would make it even weird because crocodiles aren't indigenous to America.
I'm scared now. Shit.
Oh man. Well, anyway, that was my story for this morning's banter.
Great banter. Great banter.
That was solid.
Wonderful. Round of
And I'm
applause.
sticking to it.
Yeah, I'm sticking to it. Speaking of stories, does anybody want to refresh yourselves and our listening audience what's going on in our game?
I want to be refreshed.
Sure.
Can't be the one to
Has
She wants to be
anybody?
a
I'm
recipient,
going
not the
to refresh
storyteller.
my drink.
that one. Yeah.
So we technically robbed a bank.
Huh?
I feel the technically is important there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly and technically we did it. So
Yep.
based on our skill, should not have succeeded. And then we fled, and what's her name? Not Muglin, the other bad guy.
Loveless.
Loveless.
Yeah.
Revealed Amir
Those
the
that Amir's in
Nameless. I love that it's Amir the Nameless when it literally has a name right before the Nameless.
Very confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, right. The name and the Nameless part are in the name.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
is
so-
Amir his real name? I don't know. Is
Probably not. But yeah, so Loveless revealed your identity briefly. We escaped into a scrapyard and caused a little trash scrap avalanche to block the path of Loveless and her goons. And then we met the goblin inhabitants of the scrapyard, who are led by Lord Glass. Was that correct?
Yep.
Yep. Who tapes a beard onto his face and has a mouse stache.
Because he's classy.
Yeah, he's very glassy.
We accepted a job from them to rid them of a knoll infestation or problem that they're having under the false pretense that we were the people they actually hired to do that job, who we are not. And then we had a classic campfire scene where we all got to kind of figure out why we're all in this situation together. And it was our first time to really kind of get to know each other than just getting hired for the job at the bar. And then we set out to perform said knoll infestation job, and we approached this oil puddle looking thing. We've got to fix a crane, and a swarm of cockroaches came out, and we fought the cockroaches and didn't do great.
No.
Which is really the theme, I think, of this whole thing. It's just not doing
our
great.
best.
Right.
Yeah, just
We're trying.
Just
We
not
are,
quite
in
that
fact,
well.
trying.
We're trying to get over the table, but we never quite make it.
Yeah.
We're
I feel like we could do things perfectly and still not succeed.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's right. Better done
That's
than
pretty
perfect.
good, Heath. I think it's a pretty good summary. I'll just remind you of some of the information that you know about the scrapyard. That there are a pack of gnolls here that have been causing trouble for the goblins and murdering people and pinning it on the goblins. That Lord Glass wants you to deal with, and said if you did, he'd give you access to special shinies, whatever that means. And they're also missing one of their own. The goblins are a goblin named Monzi, who is their smart goblin, who is like their inventor. And Monzi went to maybe try to deal with the gnolls, but hasn't come back. And that is also why they can't operate the crane, because none of them have the skills to fix the crane. And they're looking for Monzi. So they want you to find Monzi as well. And then you also know that the only way out, since you did create that avalanche, is you got to find the entrance to the sewers that's somewhere in this scrapyard that will then take you underground back to the Bullet and Barrel to deliver the haul that you did steal from the bank.
Which I currently still have in my bag.
Yes.
I will give you a hero point, Heath, for that summary.
Well, thank you, good sir.
I believe that puts you at 3 hero points, huh?
Let's go.
Do we all get 1 hero point? When is that?
That'll be next episode.
Next episode.
Every 5 episodes it resets. So that being said, Heath, use them up today because they reset. But we also have these co-sponsored hero points now. So go ahead and roll a d6.
What's that all about, Adam?
Well, we've already covered that in the previous episode.
Well, maybe I forgot, Adam. Shit.
Well, if you forgot from 2 weeks ago that if you are a patron of the STF network, you can submit what we call co-inspirations, although they're being used for hero points in this game, where you submit a little message that we'll read on the show to accompany any hero point given out. So,
Thank you.
Very well explained.
yes. Heath, what'd you roll?
What am I rolling? I'm
A
sorry.
D6.
D6. Okay.
So the D6 determines whether or not you get a personal or general. If you roll a 1 or a 6, you'll get a personal. If not, you just get a general.
I did not get a personal. I rolled a 3.
All right, let's see here. This inspiration is going to come from just J-Rod.
Nothing but J.
Nothing but.
Just the J-Rod.
J-Rod all the way down.
My man, J-Rod.
Inspiration loop. Thanks for being inspired by me today. It makes me feel inspired that you're inspired by me so I can inspire you again. Thanks for being awesome. Now go be Adam and whatever BS he's trying.
I mean, that's not far off from a personal, just being that I play the bard.
Right.
That inspiration loop is my
Hold
gameplay
back,
method,
Yeah.
So thank you, J-Rod.
Thanks, J-Rod. And yeah, you guys that are listening, join our Discord and, get those not our Discord, our Patreon.
Do both.
Do both,
Yeah. You can submit your own messages. All right. So you guys did just finish dealing with these horrible cockroaches.
That's correct. They were horrible.
Yep.
That nearly
also
killed Osaze.
Yeah. I want to draw your attention to a new feature in Foundry. So where you would normally see your character sheet in the Actors tab, you'll see a party folder. And right next to that party folder is a little page icon.
Yeah, it gives you the whole party.
Yeah, so it's a really nice overview
Man,
of the party, right?
this is so convenient on my
Yes.
3 monitors because my big pretty
How do you
monitor,
get to
I
it?
can
How do you get to
have
it?
my page and everybody's page halved.
It even shows hero points. It's awesome.
Right. Yeah, it's
I
really, really great. And there's exploration activities. You know, there's tabs here on the party sheet too, and then you can see the stash. You guys share a stash, so it's much easier to maintain loot and all that kind of stuff. Very good deal here.
Rock on, Foundry. You're fucking doing it. You know?
Keeping it awesome. So just wanted to point that out to you, kind of have that up as you need it. Right now, I believe, I guess you guys did the healing at the end of last episode.
Yes.
Yes.
Looks
we
like
did.
everybody's back up. Okay.
And y'all keeping track of the infused potions that I gave you, the elixirs?
You bet.
Okay.
No.
John should be as the note taker, but
Yeah. And hold on. I actually have
hold
to.
on.
Hold on, I got
log-
to take my notes from last time. all right?
No,
Well,
what
that's
it is-
everybody. Y'all should have added it to the inventory, or
Elixir
yeah,
of
not sure if
life.
they're adding them to their inventories though, Dustin, because they do expire. So I don't know if they have been or not, but
I have 2 elixirs of life currently in my.
okay, those are the ones that he gave you for sure.
Yeah.
But like, keep in mind that those expire. You might want to like change the name of those because those expire at the end of the day. But you'll probably use them before that
I
anyway.
was gonna say we're talking about me, so like.
Well, we're talking
Okay,
about level
yeah.
1 characters,
Yeah.
you know.
There was 2 elixirs of life that were given to Jules and Oz, and 1 elixir of life that was given to George.
Okay.
Okay, were any used in this combat? No, I don't think so.
no?
Okay. All right. Good to note. So I will say, now that you guys have a better look at the pond and there's not cockroaches coming at you, you can see that it's pretty shallow. Okay. Like you could walk through it, though you probably don't want to, but it is shallow. And it kind of slowly like pitches down towards the middle. Like it slopes down, it gets a little deeper towards the middle. And everybody roll me a perception check, please.
Yes, sir. Public roll.
Just public.
Generally, I like perceptions private, but it's not that big a deal. Okay.
I did a new one because my first one wasn't private. You take whatever you want.
Okay. I will say that, give me one moment here. Okay. It looks as if Jules, you're the one, you know, George, you and Osaze both can see that there are some rags down at the very center of this pond. And they're like all bundled up, like tight in like a tight little mass, as if they're almost like suctioned down in a clog in the middle of this rust pond.
Okay.
Jules, you see that too, but as you're like straining your eyes, you see like every now and then, like the surface of the pond, like a small portion of it moved distinctly from the rest of the pond.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Sorry,
Bless
I'm
you.
gonna
You're gonna
sneeze.
sneeze. Okay. Heard.
And then I'm gonna say, did you all see that? Some just like skittered, slithered, something in there moved. And it's just like squinting, kind of like crouching down, trying to get a better view.
In the pond?
Yeah, like something, I don't know, something moved in there.
Of course,
Anybody
there's
got a
something
rock?
moving in there. Why can't it just be a pond full of diseased water? It's got to have something,
You sure
some
it
kind of
isn't
living
just-
thing in it.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, she would pick up a piece of. I mean, we're in a dump. There's something
Kill
in there,
it. Kill it with fire, whatever it is.
and yeet the rock or old boot or whatever she manages to pick up into the water.
You do that, and you see whatever this like distinctive piece of the pond move towards the rock, and then not be very interested in it. Roll a craft alchemy, Amir.
Okay.
All right.
Roll a craft alchemy?
Right, a crafting, right? Like
Just a
as an
straight up crafting check.
Yeah, right. But like when you have crafting, you have like specifics of crafting, and you have alchemical crafting as an alchemist, right? So yeah, I'm asking you specifically because of your alchemical knowledge.
Okay. I seem to notice something, maybe.
I love it when you narrate what you're doing for the rest of us. It's pretty cool.
That's a 19.
You know, you can't really determine what this thing is, but upon closer examination of the pond itself, you can tell that a lot of alchemical components have been dumped into this pond. And Pookie kind of peeks out of your bag and is just like, kind of squelches up against your neck and is like,
Yes, Pookie, yes, I
in a
agree.
very nervous way, you know?
At the bottom of the screen of this movie, it would say nervous squelching.
Nervous squelching.
Exactly.
Pookie makes a good point. I noticed it first, obviously, but there seems to be a lot of alchemical ingredients in this mixture.
You mean to tell me this water's polluted?
It's polluted with things that you wouldn't normally find, you know? Tetanus, obviously, but these alchemical reagents and their quantity could, there's no telling what could happen. This whole pond could be a giant ooze, you know? You wouldn't know
Yeah.
until you step in it.
George slowly starts stepping back.
Is there a way that we can navigate around this large rust puddle?
Well, quick
No,
question.
but there's the crane.
and
You can
so
get to the crane without going into the puddle.
did
That's-
we? The big thingy in the center of the pond that we saw. Did you say that was a drain that was like plugged?
I'm saying it
it's like
looks
clogged.
like as it's like like all this stuff got pulled and it's like stuck in
Right.
there. Yeah.
It seems like there's some kind of suction in the middle. Like maybe there is a drain.
Right,
Well,
right,
what
right.
what if we used the crane to like pull the clog out?
That's
and
just
let it-
kind of where my head
That
was
is a
going at
wonderful
with it.
idea.
Yeah.
The crane
Right.
looks like it has a little grabby thing.
Well, that's always important, you know.
Yeah, we'll roto-rooter it.
And I'm not going in there. Like there's something in there, and it ain't me, you know.
Yeah,
do you-
same.
I have
Does anyone
no
have
desire
any,
to
I'm not
even-
going in there.
Yeah.
Does
There's no
anyone have any
incentive to go in there.
experience with mechanical objects or engineering of some kind?
I do. I dabble in engineering a little bit.
Jules cracks her knuckles. That's what they're calling it. She's got engineering experience,
Cracks
not
the
medical.
knuckles, as the kids say.
Jules cracks her. It's eyebone.
Kirk Knuckles, yeah. Okay, so if you guys want to go to the crane, you can move yourselves over there.
Yeah.
and-
We're not incentivized to explore this rust puddle mixed with, like, pollutants.
When you get to the crane, you see at the base of it, there is a compartment that has like a little sliding door on it. And if you open that, which I'm sure you would, you just slide it open and you find 3 pints of oil, a lesser eagle eye elixir in the form of a pickled sparrow eye in a tiny bottle, and a lesser leaper's elixir in the form of peppery frog leg jerky.
Well, that's fun.
That sounds good.
What? That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you said a, what kind of elixir?
Eagle eye or something.
Eagle eye elixir, okay?
So we're going to try to use the party sheet for the first time.
Okay,
here.
let's do it.
And I'm going to just drag this stuff into the group stash, and then you guys should be able to drag it to yourselves once you decide what you
Holy
want to do.
crap.
Oh, I'm living a
This
dream
is
right now.
so fucking nice. Foundry,
Right.
I'm gonna send you a fruit basket.
Okay, so the oil, there are 3 pints of it, and you can use it to fuel lanterns, but you can also set a pint of oil aflame and throw it. You must first spend an interact action preparing the oil, and then throw it with another action as a ranged attack. If you hit, it splatters on the creature or in a single 5-foot square you target. You must succeed at a DC 10 flat check for the oil to ignite successfully when it hits. If it does ignite, the target takes 1d6 fire damage. So it's kind of like a mini alchemical alchemist fire with extra steps. But, it could come through
You
in
never
a
know.
pinch.
Yeah.
Then the Eagle Eye Elixir, this is the lesser version. Once you drink it, you notice subtle visual details. For the next hour, you gain a +1 item bonus to perception checks or a +2 when attempting to find secret doors and traps. And then the Leaper's Elixir allows you to do a high jump or a long jump as a single action instead of 2.
Okay.
That could be
So
useful for what we're currently doing, possibly.
So nothing like super awesome, but just kind of some good
utility
basic use
stuff.
utility stuff, right?
Yeah.
So right now that's in your group stash. You guys can
Saze should take the Leaper's Elixir.
Agreed.
You're the most
I would
athletic
agree.
of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
what about the Eagle Eye Elixir?
Who has the highest perception? I've got a +6.
+6.
Let's see. Where are my skills? I
Left
have
pane.
+5. I'm worse than you guys.
What about
One
you,
of
Amir,
you
the
take
nameless?
it. I'm good. I'm good.
I'll take the Eagle Eye, and you
Go
can
ahead.
have the jumpers.
Hey, before we decide what to do with this oil, I got a question. You looked at this pond. It's got alchemical stuff all in it, right? Is it flammable?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, we could solve a lot of problems
I thought about
could
that.
we, though?
if we just burn the whole pond.
Well, here's the
It's a
thing.
decent idea, but it is not.
Honestly, I would be I would be kind of terrified to do that just because of if it caught fire, that doesn't mean that it would actually dissipate or stop burning.
You now just have like a flaming puddle.
Literally just
Oh,
now
it's
a fire
spreading.
puddle instead.
Yeah, it starts
Eventually,
spreading
it would
through.
run out of fuel. We might have to
Right.
wait a day or two.
right.
Unless it hits a big pile of just used
Look,
tires,
I don't default to trying to cause ecological disasters, right? But if there's something moving in there, like Jules said, and it's in our way, it was just a thought. Look, I'm not the alchemist, all right?
I'm going to give the oil to the alchemist just because I think that makes the most sense.
Sure, absolutely. He can lob that shit
I
better
will
than we
take
can.
this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I'm glad we didn't burn the pharmaceutical puddle and probably create a climate disaster.
That's why I didn't do it. I just asked a question,
It was a good,
all
it was a
right?
good
I just
question.
asked a question.
It
That
was.
was a good question. All right. So now, if you want to operate the crane, it will take either an athletics or engineering lore check to work it.
Well, I'm
So what
out.
you're saying?
It is very rusty. I will
Okay.
say that.
Everybody got their tetanus
Can
shot.
we aid
Oil
athletics?
can.
Oh!
Yeah, can I grease the gears?
You absolutely can. So
Nice.
if you expend 1 pint of that oil, whoever then rolls the check will get a +1 circumstance bonus to
Well,
the check.
dang it, I'm gonna do it.
Look how smart we are.
Look at that.
I'm just like squeak, 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 squeak.
We're in problem
no.
solver mode today, all right?
You guys are doing good.
Just so
Doing
you
good.
know, Adam. That's the
All right,
vibe we're
let's
at.
go. Let's go. I believe Osaze is the only one with engineering lore,
Yes.
but that's probably your best bet because you're probably pretty decent in it, huh?
I've got a +3, so as decent
what's
as
your
a low
athletics?
level. My
who's-
athletics is +1.
Oh.
I'm
Should I have
acrobatic.
a +3 to athletics?
So can we do 2 separate roles? I do engineering and she does athletics, or no?
Yeah, one at a time.
Sure.
Yes. So whoever goes first, just because if as this game is, there's typically a critical fail condition. You know what I mean? So, like, don't roll them at the same time. Whoever wants to go first can go. But yes, if you fail and it's still operable after that, then somebody else
I
can
got
try.
3 hero
wanna-
points, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to expend the thingy that we just got? The
Oh, he did already.
Yeah.
The oil.
No, not the oil. The thing that increases our
Eagle eye?
athletics. Not the athletics, but the
The leapers.
no. That's specifically for jumping. Never mind.
That's
Right,
jumping,
right, right.
yes.
So,
Okay.
just real quick, I think as far as procedurally, after the oil, then it should be the fuck is it called? The athletics roll,
Okay.
right?
Well,
Yep.
aren't you doing engineering?
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
I would just imagine that engineering would be
no,
after
you do,
the
no, you do
athletics.
engineering.
no, it's
because,
one or the other.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool.
But they're both gonna have the same result. It's just 2 optional skills that
Yeah.
you can choose
Like
from.
if you fail at the engineering but don't crit fail, we can try the athletics.
All right, rolling. That's going to be a 20, dirty 20.
It's actually a 21 because you have
Oh,
that
the
plus 1
circumstance bonus?
circumstance
Nice.
from the oil. Yep. And so that is a success.
Yay!
So you can now you get you use your engineering to get the levers kind of back into place and functional, and as such you can now move this crane how you see fit. There's this large steel box to the east, and you had mentioned something about trying to pull the rags out as well.
Yes.
Right? So what, John, Osaze is operating this crane now. What would you like to do?
So yeah, he's going to check the clearance and just kind of like try to move it directly over the crane puddle. I'm sorry, the polluted puddle.
Okay, so you're trying to use the crane to hook the rags and pull
Correct.
them out.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Everybody in agreement with that?
Yes.
All right.
Go on,
okay.
Saze.
right.
You can do it. Come on,
All
go
right.
away.
You do that, and the rags go away, and
4
It's-
teenage reptiles pop out. with their hands.
Exactly.
And suddenly we're parents.
yeah. So the rust pond then drains.
Woo!
However, you do see, where is it?
It's not there. It's a dangerous
It's gone.
thing.
It went down the
Somewhere.
drain.
Yeah,
whatever
got
it
sucked
is.
into the
It's,
drain.
well,
All
problem
right.
solved.
Yeah,
Unless
broke
it's
apart.
loot, and then it didn't.
And then it didn't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was
got
too
stuck on
big.
sieve, Yeah.
Rust.
Yeah. The sieve. Yeah.
So then as you guys step out, you should see that the rags are gone, at least. And while it might still look like there's a pond there, there's not.
I don't see a pond.
It's gone?
No,
It's
it's
gone.
gone.
Sweet.
It's gone.
Sweet.
Disappeared.
Cool. Way to go, Macros Foundry. So, yeah.
It's even darker on the map where it looks like it's
Yeah.
recessed down.
Right.
Like
yeah.
it's still wet,
Yes.
Good stuff.
Wet.
It's about- okay. However,
I got John.
the
No,
ooze itself
however.
did not go through the drain. But you have got rid of its primary method of movement, which is good. But this is what you see. Do you guys see that?
That's
What a rust
unfortunate.
ooze.
Yes.
Fucking rust
Yeah,
ooze.
we
That
need to
is
stop
a-
that down the drain.
Tetanus
Fucking rust
nightmare.
ooze. Oh.
It's just all kinds of pieces of scrap, rusty, goopy.
This is if tetanus was a demon.
it was a demon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Well, so go ahead and roll initiative then.
Ew, Adam.
Okay.
What can I roll under? Stealth?
I believe this would be perception.
Poop. That's less exciting for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Let's see. Perception.
You got
public
look,
or-
the game
Yeah.
with initiative is you got to beat Adam to the punch and say you're doing a thing
Yeah,
to
okay.
Well,
justify.
Actually, what should really happen is, and I got to get better about asking you about this too, is saying what your exploration activities are when we're in exploration mode, because that has a bit of impact on what you would roll going into initiative. So I'll try to get better about that too. All right. So it looks as if Jules got the jump on this. So Jules, you see this rust ooze, and what do you do?
First things first, what kind of check is this going to be to find out about this thing?
You can roll a
Why are you making the rust ooze all sexual?
I don't know.
That was a stanky thing too. I liked it. That
occultism.
thing.
Occultism. I mean, I got a +2 in it. Fuck it. I'll try. If I make that sound, it makes it worse. No, that's a 6.
Yep, it certainly does.
Was an attempt. Okay, well, what I do for sure do is the into the fray, so that I interact and draw my one-handed ranged weapon, and then draw my one-handed melee weapon. As your first action on your first turn, you can stride as a free action towards any enemy. So I think that's going to be all 3 of my actions. Is just getting into position.
Okay.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah. That's how Jules works.
And I'm actually only going to move up.
Before you do, are you sure we want to actually move up and rather than let it just use its actions to run towards us?
I mean,
Just take a ready action whenever it gets in range.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Well, it takes 2 actions to ready, but you can certainly change your plan because that is a much smarter plan to not give it free 3 hits. You know.
Good call. Good call.
So it'd be
Imagine this
one
is
action.
smart Osaze suggesting this just because of hey, I ran into a fucking swarm of roaches and it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
It was the damnedest thing.
So it'd be 1 action to do the occultism, 2 actions to ready to fire your gun when it comes within a certain range, or whatever your trigger is.
Yeah, whenever it comes within my range increment, within 30 feet of me, I will.
You're within 30 feet now, so why not just fire from where you're at?
No, I'm not. I'm at 40.
Okay, I see. So walk me through your actions again. I'm sorry.
I just did that.
So the into the fray thing basically lets me pull both of my weapons and move as I believe 1 action.
Okay, so why not do that, move 10 feet up, and then fire instead of readying an action? Because then you can fire again.
Yeah.
Or reload.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna get all up in its grill. I'm not trying to get a melee strike off.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna just move up 10 feet and I'm going to try and shoot it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
then
the
you use your
main
third-
thing is making it use some of its actions for movement.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, how long has it been since we played this thing, you know? A minute. Just a minute. Alright. Oh, natural 20!
That's new.
My girl. Hell yeah.
Foundry just keeps getting better and better. That was
I
awesome.
love it.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
They're immune to criticals.
It's an ooze. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. Fuck you in particular, Emily.
That's a hit nonetheless.
It's a hit. It's not a crit, but
What kind of damage do you do?
boo-boo damage.
Piercing?
Boo-boo damage.
So it is modular, I think, or it's I can choose. Right now, I believe it is on piercing. Yeah, it's set to piercing.
All right.
And I don't know anything about oozes. I failed my check, so I would just keep it on piercing.
Yeah, sure.
That's 3 damage.
Heath is shaking his head. No.
I'm not gonna meta it, you know.
What you would say that the bullets that you fire are made of metal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, none of that damage goes through.
Wonderful. I am going to be wholly ineffective in this combat. And she would call out like, "What the fuck? It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything."
Okay, so that was piercing that your bullets do, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just tracking.
And then third action, reload, right?
No,
She did an occultism, move 10
Occultism.
feet, and fire.
That's
Yeah.
right, the knowledge check.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, George, you're up.
So I am going to start, because your occultism failed, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to do an occultism so that I can get this meta knowledge out of my head. I know a lot about oozes.
Yeah.
Or I have GM'd many of them. Okay. I'm going to use a hero point because I want to get this knowledge now, and I got
Well, what did
3
you
of them.
roll?
I rolled a 2 for a
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
Or a 2 on the die for a 6. 20.
Meets beats.
There we go.
So, what would you like to know? I'll give you 2 questions because I'm
Okay,
feeling
thank
generous.
God you're giving 2. Okay, first I want to know all of its resistances or immunities, which would it's one or the other.
Yeah, so there's like basically 4 really good things to ask, right? Immunities, weaknesses, resistances, and then, I mean, you can ask special abilities
It's
or
probably got
lowest
1 or
saves.
2.
But I think in 2E, it's those, it's better to know the other things so you can exploit those,
Immunities first because I already know some of them.
Okay, well, immunities are critical hits, mental damage, precision damage, unconscious, and visual effects. Those are the immunities.
So they're just resistant to the damage. Then just go ahead and give me resistances too.
Resistances or weaknesses?
Well, I want them to know what all the damage is, like what damage is not going to be effective would be resistances, because her gunshot just didn't work, right?
All right, well, they have, the ooze has resistance to metal 5.
Lame. Sucks.
Oh, okay, it's just
What?
metal. It's not like piercing or slashing or
Yeah,
whatever.
any weapon that is metal, it has resistance to by 5.
It's not good, gang. It's not good.
Not good at all. Not good at all.
Burn it. Burn it with fire. I do have a question, Adam. Mm-hmm. I did successfully hit the creature. I just didn't successfully do damage.
Correct.
Okay, so then by the sword and pistol class feat, it is off guard to my next melee attack.
Okay, cool.
So-
That's good to note. All right, so there's your knowledge check, Heath.
Yep. And I was gonna do bless, but I mean, God, everybody's using metal weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to do the damage.
I'm
this
gonna have to do the damage, which I'm not particularly good at.
You say that, but you've been like the highest damage
I
dealer.
think you have the highest kill count.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I probably do so
Just
far,
singing
but that's gonna
songs.
go away. I'm telling you, that's gonna go away. But so my phantom pain, mental. Let's see.
What's haunting him do?
It's auditory, but it's
So
not
that would
mental.
work.
It doesn't
Yeah,
say
that would work.
mental.
That would
Okay,
work.
but it is a cone, and it's 2 actions. I can't get up to it, but I can set up. Ugh, I don't like any of these options.
Do you have any consumables, anything you can throw?
Got a fishing pole. No, I don't. So I'm going to have no choice but to get closer to it so that I can hit it with.
You can at
With
least drop
auditory
your
stuff.
inspire courage.
For what? They can't hit. Like they can't
can
do
hit.
damage.
They just got to do more than
You just
5
gotta do more than
damage.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just resistance 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess then let me do Inspire Courage, and then I'll roll to see if it gets extended to 4 rounds. Goodness. Inspire Courage. Right there. And then Performance Check. 16. Standard difficulty DC. Of a level equal to the highest level target of the composition. So level 1 standard
got it. You
difficulty.
got
Okay,
Nice.
good deal. But it's just a success, not a critical success. So 3 rounds of Inspire Courage. Sorry, I'll get smoother at that eventually.
Sweet.
So are you just like strumming a song and singing? How does that look? The lingering
Yeah, I mean,
composition?
that's what I feel like me and Adam have been kind of bantering back and forth about what this actually looks like. Like, am I playing the instrument to do it?
We kind of just said that your violin plays itself.
Right. I'm just using magics to make the noises and effect come out of the violin. Right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, out of the violin comes like "Eye of the Tiger." "Eye of the Tiger." So we just get incredibly pumped.
Yep.
Okay. So, but that would be my turn.
Okay. It is the Rust Ooze's turn,
Oh boy.
and it is going to move. It can only move 15 feet because
Nice.
of the lack of the puddle. So it has to use 2 movements
Hell
to get
yeah.
up to Jules.
Perfect.
And it will use its third action to attack with the pseudopod.
Okay. If it pseudos you. I'm sorry.
Jeez,
I'm
don't even get the
sorry.
name first. Just reach out with the pseudopod, I guess.
I know, right?
Okay, that was a critical fail.
Yes!
Yes.
We don't get any more critical hits on us, damn
I
it.
was just staring at the camera like, no.
Okay.
That
Chewy.
2-second pause felt like 5
yeah,
seconds.
yeah.
All right, Asaze, you're up.
Okay, so I am not trained with what the hell is that? Occultism. So I can't. Can you please remind me? Can you do a recall knowledge with an untrained skill?
You can, but it is so unlikely if you're not trained to.
He got 20 and it was a meets beats.
Right.
Oh shit! Never mind
Yeah.
then. Okay,
Right.
so that being
However,
the
I will allow you to roll your engineering lore on it at a higher DC.
oh okay, all right,
Just because it is a Rust Ooze, and
all right.
I feel
Why
like
not?
it's applicable.
Yeah.
That's very generous of you.
Yeah,
considering
it is.
It's not
It
like
very
a
much is.
construct, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Never let it be said that you're not a magnanimous.
Oh, that's an 11.
That's not good.
Yeah,
I just
not
stole an action from them, is what I
Yeah,
just
you
did.
did.
Yeah, you did. All right. Okay.
Magnanimous.
You did.
So, knowing what we do know so far, I want to swap to a club that is in Osaze's inventory.
Okay.
And
So that's
by the
another
way,
action.
that club, it's wood,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. then.
Okay.
Okay. And so then third action is going to be hunt prey on the
There you
ooze.
go. Super smart.
Yeah.
Boy's wicked smart.
All right, Amir, you are up.
Amir, as his first action, just to clarify, just interact is one action, right?
Yes.
Okay. For his first action, he's going to recall knowledge using cultism, correct?
Yep.
All right, let me roll that just to see. I feel like I'm good at this, but you never know. That is a 19.
That is not a success, but let me ask you, does Inspire Courage... It probably
it's-
does not affect...
Yeah, attack rolls, damage rolls, and fear effects.
Okay, got it. All right, well, then that is a fail.
All right, as I can't regain any or gain any knowledge from this guy, I'm going to just fuck it. As I just got the oil, I'm gonna bring out the oil. I'm gonna prepare it, get out my flint and steel, and stuff it, Molotov cocktail it, as an interact action, taking my second action, and then I'm gonna throw it.
How
Okay.
much?
Throw that
How
oil.
much oil was there? We used some of it.
Yeah,
that
there was
wasn't
three
all of
pints.
it.
There's
Yeah.
3 pints, so he's got
cool.
2 pints left, yeah.
Very cool.
So,
All right, so you throw it, so you just throw it as if you were throwing any of your bombs. It'd be the same.
it's the same modifier as a dagger, so I'm just gonna strike with the dagger.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it actually says you must target before you attack. Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. Okay. Yikes. Nope, that's not going to do it. That's a 14.
That is a hit.
It is
That
a hit.
is a hit, yes.
But with the oil, I have to pass a flat
It's a
check
flat-
to make sure
yes.
it ignites.
Yes, so you just
That's
gotta
a-
get 10 or better is what you're looking for here.
And that is that's a 7.
Whew.
So he's got oil all over him. But it does not ignite.
It does not ignite. Okay. End of round 1. Round 2, Jules, you're up.
How would I make it ignite?
You would have some sort of fire
You're a
incendiary.
fire genie. You can't make fire.
Weirdly enough, I can't actually. It's all flavor
yet.
fire. Not yet.
Not yet,
She calls back. I'm only level 1.
That's why I'm Charlotte's favorite.
You.
Facts are facts, sister.
Your face is. Fuck it. Okay. We learned some stuff about the ooze. What happens if I touch it?
You didn't learn that.
We didn't learn that. Yeah.
You know what? I did know specifically that metal is no bueno. Like, I'd have to get... Jules is right up in this thing's face. All right. We're in the find out portion of fuck around. And she has her kukri in her hand, but she turns it and is going to try and strike it with a fist attack, unarmed attack, essentially.
Okay.
You're gonna get tetanus.
So I like what you're doing here, but by the rules, you would have to spend an action to change grips if you want to do straight up unarmed attack.
Okay.
And it not just be a flavor thing.
Okay.
You know
All right.
what I mean?
I'll allow that. Okay. All right. So for then my
You got
second,
lucky, Adam. She'll allow it.
I'll allow it. I am a magnanimous.
Okay.
All right. So then action 2 is to strike at it. Let's see. Come on. Be cool.
You got this.
Be cool.
Looks pretty cool.
All right. Pretty cool. 24, baby.
That would be a critical hit,
Would
But
be.
they're immune to him.
but they're immune to it, so- But that is a hit. That is a
So
hit.
upset.
That's not metal. It's pure fist.
All right. So I fist the ooze for 3
Ew.
points.
You had to say it that way.
Yeah.
That wasn't an accident. That was a choice, and you know it.
It was a choice. You're correct.
I
Okay,
applaud
so
your
you do-
choice. That was great.
You do 3 damage to this ooze.
And I have one more. I'm gonna say, all right, okay, sure. And she's gonna try and hit it again.
Yeah, one thing that you could extrapolate now from these 2 hits is that it has a very low AC.
Okay,
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like,
it's easy to hit it. It's just
Yeah.
getting the damage through.
Oh, it's all
Right.
the other stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Well, no, that's not gonna do it. That's a 6.
that's a 6.
But she's still up in this thing's grill, and now she's mad about it. So
All right.
2
George, you're
fucking
up.
crits. 2 crits. This is garbage.
Crits mean nothing against oozes.
It
George,
actually
this is
is
garbage.
mostly garbage.
Yeah. So I am going to. I'm gonna have to move, kind of over on the other side of Jules to get set up for a harmonious haunting him. I keep wanting to call it harmonious for some reason. Yeah. So 1 to move, 2 to cast haunting him.
Okay.
Okay. So fortitude save.
Okay, from the ooze. I did save with an 18.
Okay, so then half damage because it's a basic save. All right. 4, so 2 damage.
Okay, well, that is 2 damage nonetheless.
It is.
Okay. All right, and that is a cantrip.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys know that the best thing to do is make sure you stay out of the cone of that cantrip. I will put that just so you guys can see what it looks like where you want to avoid
Okay.
being. All right. It is now the Rust Ooze's turn, and it is all the way up on Jules. Could get real ugly real quick. I'm going to apologize in advance, Jules, for strike. Here we go.
Okay. Natural 1. Come on, natural 1.
That's a 25.
Oh God.
Yeah, oozes hit really hard.
I need you to go ahead and make a fortitude save. And you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
Well, maybe I don't. Adam, did you ever think about that? 25 on the fort
Ooh.
save?
All right. You just saved against tetanus.
Oh my god, for real? That's hilarious.
Oh, it's gotta be right.
And tetanus is really bad. Okay, so
Yeah, in real life. Tetanus
Yeah.
is horrible.
You don't break your back.
Okay, so then here comes another attack.
Oh god. I have 6 HP currently. Jules is fixing to go down.
That's a 12, so that's a miss.
That's a miss. Yay.
Nice.
My heart.
And then a 9.
That's a miss also. Yay.
Yeah, I would suggest you get the F out of Dodge as soon as possible. Osaze, you're up.
I'm sorry. I just imagine like this lead pipe comes out of this ooze and just like slaps her across the face. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, so this is a little rough based on how hard it hits. If I go in there, this is going to... So, because if I wanted to get into its range...
Right, I got you. I got you.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should just run in there, hit once, and then duck out. That's honestly the smart play here, because otherwise
Jules
I'm just going to take
spits out
half
a-
my fucking...
Yeah, spits out a
Yeah.
tooth and says, "That's probably the best idea."
Yeah. All right. Okay. So Osaze, equipped now with a wooden club and main gauche, is going to move 15 feet directly into the range of the rust ooze, and simply just attack with the club. No twin takedown or anything.
Why not?
Because of the
Because you have
fact...
to use 2 weapons.
Well, okay, so actually, just real quick, Adam, the twin takedown, it says that it combines the damage of both weapons for the purpose of resistances and weaknesses. Now, the main gauche is 1d4. It's metal, though, and it's practically useless unless I'm doing a twin takedown in which damage is combined. In which case, it would be...
Yeah,
see
but
what
it
I'm
would so the damage is combined, but there's still 4 points of that is metal damage.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it would
just still be negated completely.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Okay, so either way, the club deals 1d6. So yeah, I'm going to swing just with the club. Well, either way, it's a nat fucking 20.
Oh, 3 crits in a row.
Wow,
It doesn't
that's
matter.
so fucking
Yeah.
Bless
sad.
our heart.
Yeah, I got it. Man, you just get that embarrassment of riches when you see that fucking
Yeah.
20, and it's just like, oh my god, I got a
And
crit.
the,
It's
then
just
the
like,
confetti and stuff
yeah,
goes off.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so regular damage.
Hey.
Okay, so 5 points of non-metal damage.
Nice.
That's 5 points of damage. All goes through. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I'm
you're
gonna
use your
move
third
back.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amir, you're up.
It is a mirror. I am going to move 1 space north. As 1 action, and then I'm going to treat wounds
Battle
on
medicine.
Jules. Battle medicine.
Bless
that's right.
your heart. Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
Tee.
Yes, Jules, these things hit hard. That is a 13, which is a failure.
Do you have any hero points?
I do not.
Okay.
I
Amir
do.
says-
You want one?
I would love one, yes.
You want one?
You can have one.
All right. Inspiration, I mean hero points. I'm feeling very heroic right now.
Hey, you're doing a shit job at healing up my sister.
God.
All right, I need you to
It's-
do better.
Like Jules is kind of wobbling. She's like, "He's doing fine. You're doing fine, Amir."
No, he's not, which is why I'm giving you this hero point.
George is right. It's been a while. I am learning, but I need to do better.
Would you say you're a little rusty?
Here goes. Be still. And I have like since I'm using crafting. It's not like
Right.
strict medicine. Like I'm like stitching them up, putting bandages. I like have like vials of like oh here's pain medicine. Here's to heal like
He's
D&D
making you a
infect.
cocktail.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, I'm
like
just like
J-
pouring
it's
liquids.
It's like JFK's doctor, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And then I just like I sling
it.
the bandages around just to like cover the wound and stuff. I'm learning.
Here's some aspirin and some meth.
I feel so much better.
Exactly. Have some
I
Adderall.
feel
and
really
some-
strong.
What'd you roll?
I mixed in some PCP in there. So.
Oh, you're gonna lift a truck.
I rolled a 22, which is a success. You are healed for 11 points of damage.
Nice.
You
Effective.
are a blessing. I'm
Much
back
better.
up to max. Thank you so much
You're welcome.
for
That's
the
our
hero
healing.
point and the healing. Yes.
You
I
do
will
have a
endeavor
third
to
action.
Improve. I will recall knowledge.
Okay, you know it gets harder,
It does.
right?
Okay.
With consecutive rolls,
Yeah, it gets more aroused the more knowledge you get about it. I beat Emily to the punch there.
I was too busy giggling.
Nice. It gets harder.
It's semi-hardened right
Anyways.
now.
I'm not gonna recall knowledge.
Got just a rust boner.
Yep.
Do you not
It's
have any
semi-erect,
bombs?
I suppose.
Are ranged.
I
of
do,
some-
but I don't want to use any right now.
Why?
I mean, I only have a certain amount.
Use
Okay.
them.
I gotta tell you, I've only got a certain amount of hit points too. So like,
Well, you're in luck.
I'm just saying that because, like, right now, your normal damage dealers can't do their full scope of damage. You know what I mean? Just throwing that out there.
I mean, I
you
do
know?
have. I'm a quick bomber, so I could throw a bomb right now. So I think
that would be the bomb.
I'll do it. But I have a specialized bomb, which that's why I haven't thrown it yet. And I mentioned it earlier. I have a skunk bomb,
Oh
which
my
is
God.
new from Treasure Vault, which is exactly how it sounds.
Smelly
Are
bomb?
made from concentrated odors of Zolgaths, Hezros, and other creatures with natural or supernatural stench. The bomb deals 1d4 poison damage plus 1 poison splash damage. Any creature hit by the bomb or in its splash area must attempt a DC 15 saving throw. Creatures in the splash area treat the result. Saving throw is one step below. Basically, you get sickened if you fail.
Is it immune to poison? We learned it's
Yeah.
immunity.
Yeah, it
No.
never said
Okay.
anything about poison, so...
Okay.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
That seems
But that would
wild.
mean
It comes from
Jules
poison,
would
but
have
it's
to make a
not
DC
immune.
15 fortitude or be sickened.
Oh, because she's right there.
Yeah, she's right there.
Well, maybe save it. Maybe save it.
Yeah. So instead of launching
Sorry.
a skunk bomb, I rub some nice, gentle, soothing lavender-scented tonic on your previous wound, and use a numbing tonic.
There you go.
What does that give
So
me?
he'll
I'm sorry.
drop it in the chat, and it
Okay.
gives you
I will
fast
drop it.
healing.
Boom.
Nice.
At least I
It's
thought
like
I
fast
would
healing,
drop it.
one for a little bit.
Okay. Note it.
All right. And I'll
You can drag that
onto-
effect. Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically gives you 2 temporary hit points, and at the start of each of your turns for 1 minute. So
It resets
Nice.
that.
you get a little
too.
bit of healing over time.
Nice. Do I drag that? I'm sorry, I didn't want to.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Thank
You're
you.
good. All right. So, Jules, you're up. It automatically gives you those 2 temporary
That's
hit
fucking
points.
beautiful.
So cool.
great.
And then you have your whole turn now.
All right. Well, Jules is feeling way better than she did. She's like, all right, fucking right, and she kind of like does a little,
right.
little like kind of fighters jiggle a little. That's the thing, you know. Yeah, and is going to try and smash it one more again with the fist.
Okay.
Come on, be cool. Fuck yes, another critical hit.
Another critical hit.
26.
You're going to get a lot of critical hits just because the AC is so low.
I
You
like
know,
that. You know, it's good for my ego, so I'll take
Yeah.
whatever I can get. Damage is not great. It's a 2. That's stupid.
It's just so plinking this thing bit by bit.
I
But-
mean-
Because criticals don't do extra damage.
I know.
Right.
It's stupid,
I know.
Adam.
Look, Adam, I've been in your shoes, so like I know this kind of sucks on your
Yeah.
end.
yeah.
So for my second action, I'm gonna try and hit it one more time with my fist. Oh, I don't know. That's a miss. That's a 10, I think.
Actually, it's should be an 11 for your. Your inspired courage isn't calculating.
Oh.
Because I forgot to reset it for this round, so that takes it to 11, which is a meat
Which is a
beats.
hit. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Yeah, ours just have trash AC, but a
Yes.
mountain of hit points.
Right.
All right, and so 2 more damage, and for my last, I'm going to back up.
GTFO.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get back 15
There you go. There you go.
15 feet.
Yeah,
We'll go 15
yeah,
feet
yeah.
back. And
Alright.
that's my turn. I will
Right.
say, with that, one of those hits, I reloaded my gun.
Sweet. I believe. Yeah. Okay. George, you're up.
So I just wrote a big note to myself on my notepad right here on the floor next to me in big old letters because I made a mistake last time. Because lingering composition is a free action.
Oh.
It costs a point, a focus point if you succeed at it. If you fail, you get the focus point back. But it is a free action. I never remember that. It's to do my whole lingering composition thing at the beginning of the fight is one action and one focus point on a success.
Nice.
So I wasted an entire action last time. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and use Haunting Him now since it's still directly in my range before I move as well. So give me that basic fortitude save. They have high fortitude too. It's a fail?
Yes.
Nice. So I might do 4 damage. 5 whole sonic damage.
Wow.
Nice.
Cool.
You have killed your foe.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No, not at all.
Not even
Super
close.
low HP,
Oh,
come on.
God.
Yeah.
And with my one remaining action, I'm actually going to move a little bit north, so that it has to make a decision which way it wants to go. So.
Oh, I don't like that. You're so far away from the group. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Well, I mean, I can.
I don't like any
I
of
can
this.
run away
if
next
that makes
turn.
it any better.
I'm gonna make it burn an action if it wants to come to me, and then
Right.
it can only try to hit me twice.
Okay.
One of which will be at map. You know,
It's smart.
I haven't taken any damage either.
All right. The ooze is up now, and is going to, I guess, just move towards Asaze. Closest. Well, I guess actually Amir's the closest, so that's where we're gonna go. Sorry, buddy.
Come on.
And we're gonna target. Here comes some pseudopod attacks. First one,
Dodge.
13. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Nice.
Second one,
Dip.
it's a 9. It's another miss.
There we go. That's the
Dodge
turn we
again.
needed.
Yeah. All right, Asaze, you're up.
Okay, so we're just gonna hit the classics, and he's gonna step up 1 foot, 5 feet, attack with the club.
Is attacking with the club a classic now?
Yeah,
Done it one time, instant classic.
for a 19.
That's a hit.
All
Yeah.
right, let's get that damage. 5 again. Oh, 7.
Very good.
Nice.
Wonderful.
All right,
Every
and
bit counts.
Yeah,
now,
gonna go
now the
and-
question is, do you want to stand and bang to get some more damage or dip out?
no, I'm gonna dip out again.
All right. Cool.
Schmat.
There we go. Just gonna step 5 feet away, so it still has to use an action to move.
All right.
This party needs to learn the valuable lesson of kiting enemies.
All right. I think they're getting there, Heath. I think they're
We're
getting
getting
there.
there. We're learning right now.
Yes.
In the process.
All right, Amir, you're up.
All right. Let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. Not much.
Can you make fire?
Not yet,
He,
but
he converted all his fire bombs to stinky bombs. So.
I did. I'm gonna. Is it called disengage? What is it? Just step.
Step. Yep.
Step. I'm gonna step back 1.
It does. For what it's worth, it doesn't seem to have
Yeah, it
attacks
doesn't.
of opportunity.
Right.
If
Oh,
you're
yeah, it's a news.
looking to move further.
I mean, it's good
Well, I've already
practice
stepped.
to always make sure
That's-
to. You
yeah.
know.
That's good to know in the future, but I've already stepped, so I'll stick with it. My hand was on the chess piece. And then I will, since no one is around it right now, I think
Now's the time to do it.
now's
right?
the time to test out my new concoction, which is the
Yeah.
skunk bomb. So he pulls out this like disgusting looking bottle of just like nastiness. It's just like brown, you know. It just looks
Yo,
like a
put
brown
some
bottle.
steak on it.
Let's see how you handle these.
Make sure
And,
you target.
Oh yes, yes. That is yep. Okay, and then strike with the skunk bomb, and that is a hit,
It
critical
is
hit.
indeed
but,
a
you know,
hit. Yeah.
It's a 23.
Okay. So roll the damage.
And I do 3 points of damage.
Plus 1 point of splash.
Exactly. And then it rolls a... What was
Fortitude save, I would
Yes.
assume.
it? DC 15 Fortitude save.
Okay.
Or is sickened, if oozes can even be sickened.
Well, I natural 20'd it, so...
We can hear your fireworks go off.
Okay, but still, you got 4 points of damage on it. Is that persistent damage? No, there's no persistent damage
It's not
on it.
persistent damage, no.
Okay.
It's just 4 points of damage.
All right. Jules, you're up.
How does this thing look? Like, is it so?
Well, if you
Hard
hover,
to tell since it's a ball of rust.
Yeah.
if you hover over it, you can see that it's in the injured state.
Okay. God dang.
I mean, it's just going to be an attrition thing. You're just going to have to whittle it down,
And I really like my damage for my gun or my kukri is not enough. Like I would have to roll so high to meet that threshold. So I'm just gonna go back in,
And then it would still negate most of your damage. Yeah.
I'm just gonna beat on it. She's like, okay, fuck it.
You do have flint and steel.
Yeah, so I looked into that. It takes 3 actions at least in like combat situations to
get a
do
spark?
that. Yeah. Apparently, it's not intended to be
And
used
you'd
in
have
a
to be
combat.
right up by it as well.
Yeah,
I feel like
okay.
you can do that by just like snapping your fingers.
You should be able to. Since you're a
just get a
freaking
spark.
fire genie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm up here. What do you tell me, GM? How many? What do I have to do to make that work?
Well, I mean, I believe what you're saying.
I don't like that though. You could be like,
Hey,
instead.
so give me a GM workaround here.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
I think's what we're really saying.
We want to make this work.
Do I roll something, or is it just takes that many?
It would
actions?
take 3 actions. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stay up on it, and I'm gonna
Spend
hit
your
it.
whole turn to set. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hit it, and then the next turn I will try and light it on fire.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
fist.
move up.
Strike.
Fist.
That is a 24.
Yeah,
Crit-
that's a hit.
Yep. So damage for that. Oh, garbage. 2 damage.
All right. Second action or third action.
Third is gonna be another strike, and it's that's a miss, dog.
That's a miss with a 7.
But I'm in
Jules.
position.
Be careful. You're literally playing with fire.
I know.
But it's the metaphorical playing with fire I'm more worried about, you see.
Yeah.
All right, George, you're up. I will say that your inspired courage goes away after this round. This
Yep.
is the last bit, so
Sure does. Okay. So I should be able to. Yeah, with my movement, there's a way I can position myself to get it. Like, do I gotta go here?
I think that would work.
Yeah. Okay. So 1 to move, and 2 to haunting him yet again. Give me a fortitude save.
Oh, that's cool. Did you see that? Did the music notes?
No, I guess not.
All right,
Doodly-doo.
so and doodly do. All right, here we go.
Do bad.
I passed.
Okay.
I don't like that.
I don't
All
know.
right. So half of 5 is gonna go down to 2.
Okay. It is now the Rust Ooze's turn, and it is going to do a pseudopod attack on Jules.
I hope you miss, big fucking pile of goop.
Gabagool.
That's a miss with my first attack.
Nice.
Keep it
Hell
going.
yeah.
Call it a gabagool again. Call it a gabagool again.
Second miss.
Second miss, yeah!
And the third.
That's the trick.
Working.
You're a fucking Baba
Found
Ganoush.
it.
3 misses in a row. Holy
I'm
cow,
basically a god.
Wow. All right. Asasa, you guys are getting real lucky on this.
Yes,
'cause
I know.
I want to. Well, I'll wait till after this to say that. Okay, go ahead, Asasa.
All right. Going in with the classics.
Osaze, call it a gabagool.
Yeah, exactly. Take this, you gabagool.
Oh, it was on 17, man.
Well, it's still a hit nonetheless.
Oh,
Okay.
It's still here.
Say, I don't know what it is. The
It's a
gabagool's
magic
working.
word.
This is a strange word.
It's just a lunch meat.
Ooh, 8 points of wooden
is
damage.
great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wooden
Wooden
damage.
damage.
And
Straight
then-
from the plane of wood.
Yes.
Right.
Right. All right. Well, that's 8 points. That's good. You've now got it into badly injured territory,
Hey.
which translates to bloodied. All right.
Oh, that was a nerdy laugh, but I loved it.
All right. Amir, you're up.
All right, Amir. I am going. Should I use the last pint of oil?
I mean, it's
I
already
wouldn't.
oiled,
It's
isn't
still
it?
got oil on it.
You never.
doesn't it?
Yeah, but
Let's
you
do
would,
it.
it would ignite both of them. So I would
I
let
would
2d6 be rolled if he
Ooh,
succeeds.
I mean that's
then hell
that's
yeah.
wonderful and fantastic.
You might need that other oil for something.
Hey, man, if it'll
We're
double
at
the
a
damage.
scrapyard.
Need it right now
You know?
too. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get another pint of oil ready and launch it over Jules' head to try to hit the badly injured Restus. So
You got this, guys. Come on.
we can do it. So I don't have haunting him anymore, right? Or whatever it's
Right.
called. Inspiring courage.
Inspire courage. You do this.
Do?
This round.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then this should be a +7, so it should be a +1 to this roll.
Well, yeah. We'll see if it adds it. It should, but
Yeah, okay, there we go. It did. And go. Yes.
okay. Yes. That's a hit.
It's a hit, and now I'll
All
lay
right.
flat.
Got you, gabagool.
And then just a straight D20.
D20.
Come on.
I mean,
Come on,
it's gonna
dude.
be like it's in the air, you know. Well, it hits, but it's not ignited yet. He says "Gabagool," and it hits.
It hits. So
ignites.
roll your damage.
Nice.
Roll the initial damage first.
The D6 or the D
Oh, I'm
2D6.
sorry. So 2d6. Yep.
All right, and that is 6 damage. Rolled a natural 1 on 1.
Okay. Well, 6 damage that all goes through. Very good. Okay. Okay. Making some. You have 1 action left, I believe.
I'm gonna move just 1 square up to be right next to Jules. Give her a little
Just
bit
in
of support.
case.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Jules, you're up.
Is this thing on fire? Is this thing on
No,
fire?
it's not. It's
Oh,
not.
okay. Well, then guess what I'm gonna do? Pull out my little measly flint and steel and I say, all right, fuck you, you stupid. And she just like kind of.
You stupid what?
Yeah,
Well,
you
it
stupid
actually
what?
it already ignited, right? We were trying to ignite the
Yeah, it's
the
all,
oil.
all the
So that's
fire
what-
is gone.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
done.
like, yeah, the fire's burned out and did the damage.
You mean the oil is burned away?
I was
Yes.
thinking
Okay.
it would get like burning kind of
Yeah,
type thing.
no, that's only Alchemist Fire does that, and I
Okay.
think you have to have hit critically to do that too.
Okay, well then guess what? I'm gonna smash
What?
him with my fist.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's a hit. 25.
All right.
And Gaba, go! God, what? How?
Make it sound like some kind of
How?
Pokemon.
It's just one. One fucking
Gabba, cool. Gabba,
Well, you have 2
Second-
more actions. You know, you can
second
keep
hit
going.
It's a
is a
meat
19. That hits.
Yeah.
Do more than one.
Oh, I did 4.
Okay, 4.
And then,
All right.
all right, last action, I'm gonna move away because these things. He got lucky. He didn't hit me. But he could. So yeah,
Right.
20 feet away. That's my turn.
All right.
Jules, where are you going?
I'm running away from this fucking thing. It hit me hard last time.
George, you're-
all right, Pookie, it's on you.
All right, George, you're up. Are you going to put the courage back on, or do I need to delete it?
I can use one action to just do a 1 turn inspire courage,
All right.
and then I will use my other 2 actions to again do haunting him. So give me a fortitude.
Fortitude, you say.
Cool.
22.
Ah, well, take half damage. 2 damage.
Okay. All right. It's now the Rust Ooze's turn. He's going to move in on Amir.
Uh oh.
Come at me. You got nothing.
And is going
You
to
fucking gabagool.
and is going to attack Amir with 2 pseudopod strikes. First one. God, I'm rolling like garbage. 13 is a miss.
It's a miss. Yes.
Second one. So
You
14.
gabagoofed.
Miss.
Wow. Like, there are people listening to this who have played this adventure right now, like,
Who are stunned.
And this is like
because
the deadliest encounter.
yeah, this is a party killer. This is a TPK fight for a lot of folks. Asaze, you're up.
You muted.
All right, well,
Freaking gabagool.
Fucking gabagool.
all right.
We're gonna get sued by the Sopranos.
Why don't you gabagool and attack this thing?
So, Asaze is going to move 15 feet adjacent to the ooze to flank it with Amir. And then attempt to strike with his club.
Was it immune to being flanked?
No.
Okay,
Nice.
just double checking because we know it's immunities. I just don't have them memorized.
Yeah.
All right, 19.
Hit.
All right, let's see. Come on. 4.
All right.
All right, and then move back.
Okay.
What are you doing, Asaze?
I'm getting away from the gabagool.
All right,
I'm getting away from the gabagool.
All right.
Maybe like Amelia, you get out of there. I don't know.
I probably will. I don't really have anything that can possibly damage it without like severely reducing my resources. Let's see.
Just run, dude.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, seriously.
I'm gonna run back and just get right behind Jules. I think it's Jules. Just like bloop.
Yeah.
Don't leave me. And then, so that's one action to just move. And I'm going to. It does get harder, but I'm still going to do it anyway. I'm going to do a recall knowledge.
Okay.
Nope, for 18.
Nope.
Nope.
Actually, can I give him a hero point to try again?
You can. I will tell you, he rolled a 12 on the die.
Yeah, take a hero point.
We got to use them.
We gotta use them,
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Well, sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'll do it. Here we go. Come on.
Hey!
Ooh, 24.
Let me see. I think that, yes, even on the second DC, that is a success. What would you like to know?
Nice.
Let's
You
see.
already know its resistances and immunities.
Weaknesses.
But that's it. You can do weaknesses or special
special
abilities.
Special
abilities.
abilities.
Or lowest save.
I'd say special abilities, just in case it
Yeah.
has like some sort of like, I don't know.
So
I
here's the
explode
thing.
when I blow up.
Here's the thing. Like, you've gone through 5 rounds now,
Yeah.
and all it's done is smack you with itself.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, but the example John used is a good one.
Yeah.
Like, if they
Okay.
blow up when
like
they
on
die,
death trigger.
that's
you know?
something we wouldn't know. You know?
Right.
I think I will go with weaknesses, though. That's the one.
it is weak to electricity 5.
Oh.
So if you do any electric damage on it, it'll take 5 extra damage no matter what.
Noted.
Dang it, we don't have a lightning gene.
Don't.
Exactly.
Don't.
Well, it looks like it's weak to lightning damage, but that does us no good.
Well, that's cute.
And that's my
Sean,
turn.
if he just could have
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing.
different father, we can't be
Whatever.
mad.
Whatever.
What's this about, Sean?
He's not a lightning
The
genie.
fucking disappointment is what it's about, anyways.
Damn.
Sean's
Alright.
like 12.
Okay, so
bullies.
third action, Dustin.
I think that was it, wasn't it?
That was a
No.
move and a recall knowledge.
Move further.
I mean, I guess I will attack with my sling.
You can do it. I,
I
believe in you.
doubt.
If you
I mean,
can
it's-
do
it's a metal
6
ball,
damage,
right?
you'll get 1.
Exactly. There's
Right.
not much else I can do. So I will do that.
Okay.
Attack with my sling. And roll a 13, which is a hit.
It's a hit.
To do 3 damage.
3.
Which
Negated.
All right, Jules, you're up.
Jules sees this thing is kind of barely holding together. She's, fuck this. And she's gonna go back up in, and she's gonna it's gonna strike it with fist. Come on, man. Oh, no.
Hero point. Take my last hero point. We gotta use it.
Thank you. I got a nat 1, so that's a hero point. Okay.
Way to
Sorry,
go.
I jumped the gun, but I was like, oh, no. No, you're not.
No. And I just re-roll from my sheet, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Come on. Much better. 22.
That's a hit.
Come on. Garbage 1. I get one more action? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna stand and bang. I'm gonna try. Because fuck this thing. 16.
That's a hit. Yep.
Come on, man. Max damage 4.
Nice.
It's still up.
It's still up, but it's near death. It's so close. So close. George, you're up.
All right.
Please don't let it hit me, George. Kill it.
We're gonna
George.
hit him with the Devala special.
Do you know any Nickelback? Kill it!
I would never listen to Nickelback. It's like Copperback here or something,
Yeah.
which is a way cooler name.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta zoom in.
You can do it.
I can do it from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at this hologram!
Look at this gabagoose. Okay. I'll go ahead and use Inspire Courage because it's a free action. It is an action, but it doesn't cost a focus point. So Inspire Courage is back up for one more turn, just in case I don't kill it, and give me a Fortitude save, Adam.
Come on, this is it.
Gabagool.
Critical fail.
That's 4 damage.
It's actually 8 damage. On
8
critical fail.
sonic damage as he deigns to play local Alkenstar rock band Copperbacks recent hit song on the
still up,
violin.
He's
Still up. Yeah,
You lied. You said it was close to death.
I did. It's even closer now.
Oh my god.
It's now the
Got
Rusty's
me all
turn.
jazzed up for nothing.
And Rusty's is going to attack Jules.
Jules is just like, this might as well fucking
I freaking tried.
You did.
Gabagool.
There's a hit
Oh.
All right.
on Jules. I need a Fortitude save, please.
All
and
right.
take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, natural 20. I am rolling fire today for,
Yes,
no
yes.
reason.
Nice.
So,
All right, here comes the second attack.
Well, since you can't cast it, you might as well roll it.
yeah.
It's a miss with the second
Thank
attack.
God. Okay,
And then
come
the
on.
third attack
Come on, miss. Come on.
is another miss.
Yes, okay.
Thank Gabagool.
Gabagool. I got 9 points.
We're gonna thank Gabagool. Now we've raised Gabagool to a deity.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
All right, Asase, you're up.
All right. 20 feet down south. It's going to flank with. Well, she does have a melee weapon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's using
Okay.
her fist. Yeah.
All right. Sweet. And let's see if Osaze can finally strike down this gabagoose.
Take him to the church of the blessed lunch meat.
All right, for a 19.
That's a hit.
Let's see. For 7 points of damage.
And your foe has fallen.
Oh, thank
There we go.
Yes!
Oh, Gabagool. Thank
Child's
God for goodness.
Holy shit. I
Let's
think
have
with
a-
that, we're gonna do the we'll see you here. We'll see you for episode 10.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Lord.
You did it, kid.
Gabagool!
Osase, the Ooze Slayer.